Yeah.
Just one level will do.
Yeah, that would be pretty good, just for the rage. Holy Rage. I tell you what, that will be what Helm gives you if you complete this. Or when you get close to completing it and you're about to fight Lowry, if you get to that point, Helm will give you Paladin Holy Rage. Why not? Also, welcome back. The recording is now on again, so we discussed the best things in the 2-second breaks between recordings. It's marvellous. So, guys left off. You have managed to destroy all of the creatures. A very angry paladin has completely annihilated the last one. And all remnants of these creatures has completely disappeared. There is no bodies or shards of light or anything left. It's all gone. Arissa, everything around you has gone dark, grey, white, smoky. You can't hear anything. You can't see anything. The rest of you see Arissa's eyes have glazed over completely white. And she's sort of swaying where she's standing, being held in place by the shield.
Can Hannibal use cantrip on her to make her fall asleep?
Sure you can.
Okay, then Hannibal will lightly tap her on the forehead, and so her eyes will close, and she will fall, and she will catch her.
Okay, and you're dropping shield, etc. at the same time?
Yes, the shield will disperse in a small explosion.
Just a small explosion.
Ragnar's going to speak up to Hannibal and basically say, Hannibal, you need to protect her, correct?
Indeed, that's why I placed her to sleep.
She is very... If what I feel is a good representation, she is very injured, so I'd recommend you heal her. But if you can't, I will gladly do your job for you.
Hannibal was slowly turned his way. I was placing her asleep so her mind wouldn't be destroyed. Her body comes second. She will then start healing her.
The baby, though, you do realize that, right?
What? Dude, she can't become a vegetable. The baby won't be born that way. Let me do my job. Don't tell me how to do my job, okay? Hannibal will start healing her after she falls asleep, and she glares at everyone that tries to come closer because it will disturb her magic. So every time someone tries to take a step closer, a flash of magic will make them step back as she's healing her. So yes, it's like a shield, but it's not a shield. It's just like a line around the two of them.
Okay.
Cross this line and get flashed with magic. But she is healing her, so do what you do.
Ragnar is going to ask who else is injured so that he may assist them.
What a lovely day! We have lightning!
I'm like, I'm a little bit singed, but I'm probably,
Ragnar is going to insist that he helps, and he's going to use lay on hands to heal 10 hit points for you.
Oh.
Wait, are you talking to me or to Apricity?
Apricity.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Vitharsis is going to deal with himself.
Is my audio working?
Yep.
Okay, good. My mic was messing up earlier.
That so Wrath Fairy won't be good.
As Ragnar heals me, I'm just going to give him a little gnomish thumbs up. Oh, thanks, buddy.
It is no problem, Lady Apricity.
Oh, I fucking love Ragnar.
Ragnar's also going to heal himself 10 hit points.
So Arissa is laid out on the floor asleep, or where is she?
She's currently on the ground.
Yeah, she's just flew.
So, You guys have a less injured and asleep Arissa, and no other balls of light that you can see around you at the moment. What would you like to do?
Does anyone have any idea what just happened there?
Whatever
I've
those,
heard about these.
whatever they were, regardless, they were dangerous.
Yes, though they were quite delicious. They have killed many people.
I used to hear stories about them when I lived here. They're the kind of creatures that you really want to watch out for.
Well, then there's
I
a
can
few
see
less
why.
of them.
Also, stop stepping over the line. You're wasting my magic, which I could be used healing her.
Well, are we safe here when we'll come?
DM?
Yes.
Do I know this based on that roll that I did like last session?
What are you trying to work out? And Arissa snores gently, by the way.
If there are more, if there's usually more in the area.
Do me a... Actually, no. Just do me a perception check. Have a look. As far as you're aware, the groups they travel in range from little clusters of 3 to 5 up to whole hordes full of like 20 to 30.
Okay, so it could be that there's more. Could also be that we killed all of them.
Reassuring.
Could be good, could be not so good.
In this forest, you never quite know if you're going to survive longer than 12 minutes.
And with your 10 perception, you can't see any others around you at the moment.
However, there's none around as far as I can see.
DM, can I question something?
Sure.
While she's healing her, is there any complications? Is there a part that she's having trouble with, or is it healing properly?
Currently, it's healing faster than it would normally. But this is strange, but it seems like to you, Hannibal, from what you can tell, because they were sapping her of so much energy straight at once, you healing her and the fact that they're all dead means that her energy is coming back to her all of a sudden, all at once.
I see. Also, she's kind of taking a lot of Hannibal's energy while she's doing this. Can it have a somewhat weird effect when she wakes up over the fact that she also had hallucinations? Because this is...
Would you
like
a lot of Arissa to be affected strangely, or Hannibal?
Arissa. Hannibal has a lot of magic.
I was going to say, Arissa probably will be affected anyway, but sure, we can wrap it up. That's fine. Oh,
okay,
Theratas goes and fetches
the
Arissa's
effect shall
horse.
be.
I have a list of 7 to choose from, already prepared.
Okay.
But Theratas has gone and fetched Arissa's horse. Are you guys going to pause and have a chat for a moment? Because within about 15 minutes, Arissa will suddenly sit up, wide awake, feeling completely back to normal.
Oh, sure.
She feels completely back to normal. However, Arissa, Hannibal's weird chart. That's literally what I've called it, Hannibal's weird chart. Arissa, for the next 24 hours, everything you see has a weird sort of green haze over it, and it's sparkly. And it doesn't impede your vision very much, but your perception won't be amazing. So things like perception and investigation you'll have to do with disadvantage.
It's fine.
However, when using the goggles to look for dust, you'll be at normal because the disadvantage and the advantage cancel each other out.
Yay. Do I remember anything about what I've seen?
Do me another wisdom save.
I'm curious why she's seeing green and not blue, taking into consideration the color of Hannibal's magic.
There was a reason, but I wrote that reason in my other notebook. In fact, actually, I think that was the reason. The notebook I used to write the Tuesday Party saga is green. 25. Okay, yes. Arissa, you remember everything that you saw, and it felt real, and it still feels like a real memory.
I'm gonna get up and see if they're still there.
Can't see anything at all.
And I'm gonna turn around and I'm probably very confused because you guys weren't here a minute ago.
We've been here the entire time.
Be still. I just healed you.
It healed me from what?
Pretty much dying, I believe.
What? No.
Are you having any side effects? How are your eyes? What do you see?
Forest? You guys? I saw Alcin, but he's not here, and he was with someone. And she's gonna kind of like...
No, that was all in your head, honey.
No, it was real. It felt real.
It felt real. Unfortunately, those little fairy things are very annoying. They do sure like killing people in harsh ways.
Fairy things?
Wisps. The wisps try to get you. They mess with your brain, though, so that might explain what you've seen.
God, I feel stupid. I thought he was really here.
Where did you see him, Arissa? As if he was stood in front of you.
No, he was just over there, a few trees back, a point in the direction. He was dancing with someone else.
But he's in Amliel, right?
That's what I thought, and then I saw him here, but... Rosie, shut up.
Sorry. Or is he?
Dun, dun, dun.
He's dead in a tree too. Oh my god.
Oh no, come on! I'm not using that twice.
Or are you?
Oh!
She's just saying that.
He's now dead in a shrubbery.
Maybe you're all dead in trees, and this is just a dream. You guys.
The GIF and it's on. So perfect.
Arissa, do you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
What
She just kind of looks a bit
is the-
bemused as to why you'd ask.
I saw shit go down.
What color do you see the forest? She's grabbing your face and staring at your eyes.
I mean, forests are green, right? So, a green forest?
What color is the actual forest? Black, right?
It's pretty dark, like dark purple, dark blue, black, brown, grey.
I thought as much. Well, we shouldn't let her fight for a while.
Eh?
You have eaten too much of my magic, and you are seeing with eyes that you should not be seeing. Your body cannot take this.
Arissa goes
might
to
be a
like
problem.
touch her eyes, just like, what? My eyes? Where are my eyes? Are my eyes okay? What's going on? She basically briefly thinks her own eyes have been replaced.
No, they are still your eyes. They are just running on my magic, not yours.
Oh.
Don't try to move too quickly, you will fall.
How long will that last?
Well, taking in consideration how much you took from me, I assume around 24 hours.
Sorry, just found the perfect gif and thought I'd join in. For those millions of viewers listening, it's Bambi falling over.
I wanted advice on you doing the healing. That amount of magic she took might have killed you.
Wait, how much? What happened to me? What are these wisps that you keep talking about?
They eat your life force, your energy, and basically you're nothing but an empty husk when they're done.
They also pack a wicked punch when they decide not to do that.
They do taste good, though.
She's just gonna stare at Hannibal, just like, what the heck?
Pythagoras is just going to shake his head and go, "Don't ask. Just don't."
Okay. Is the baby okay? If they were eating my soul.
Yes,
about
but they were
baby?
eating your magic. The baby is mostly my magic at the moment, so they did not reach it on. If they had reached my magic, they would have started exploding. Their little bodies could not take the amount that it's surrounding your baby. It's like it's enough magic to explode the planet. To be honest.
Wait, I have that magic in me?
Well, yes, the baby has to come from somewhere.
Arissa just kind of stares down at her belly like, holy shit.
It's gonna be one epic birth.
Do not worry. As long as I am here, you are fine.
What if you're suddenly not here? You weren't for a while. Why did...
Well, I don't intend to be killed again.
Pythagoras is going to look at Hannibal and just straight in the eye and go, "So if you die for whatever reason, she explodes."
Well, no, it takes around 24 hours.
Oh, Christ.
I explode slowly?
That sounds worse! That's so much worse!
I love your reactions. Ah, my goodness.
Arissa's just imagining herself like slowly exploding over the course of 24 hours and she's horrified.
World's worst diarrhea.
That's a slow-mo kill.
Well, I'm not sure if it will implode or simply fade away when I'm not here.
I don't want to find out.
Me neither. I need this contract. So shall we stay all alive?
Yes, I'd like that.
Agreed.
I can imagine them just like nodding and then shaking hands like that one shake. Just like, yes, good deal.
Well, everyone around is like, the fuck? I wonder if Bertie is wondering if Harris is becoming insane like Hannah because of all the magic. That would be fun.
Pythagoras is trying to work out how to make sure Arissa never ever winds up finding out what 24 hours prior to an explosion feels like.
Hey, Arissa, I don't want to, minimize your experience, but can you see any dust around here? I feel like we should keep moving.
Oh, sure. She puts her goggles back on. Perception check, yeah?
Yes. Which would just be normal. Because you would have advantage and you would have disadvantage, so just the 18 will do! Okay. You managed to pick up the trail again. It's a little more sparse than it was. It seems you have gone a little bit off track. But you can pick it up and
You don't
point
say.
in the direction.
What was that?
You can pick it up and see where it is heading.
Is it in a certain direction?
Yes, it is off to your left.
I will point.
Arissa points to the left.
Pythagoras will go to help Arissa onto her horse so she can lead the way.
Arisa, you're going to find that getting on the horse is more difficult than normal.
She stumbles over to the horse, feeling a bit drunk.
Theratas is there to catch her.
She face plants into the neck of the horse.
Oh dear.
Thankfully, a very well trained horse.
Yes, Razzle Dazzle is just like, what are you doing?
Razzle Dazzle's like,
someone
bitch, don't
should ride
damage
with
my
her.
name.
Or she might fall. Repeatedly.
Razzle
Anyone?
Dazzle smells like honeysuckle.
Yes, he does.
Was that a suggestion that she requires someone to hold her on?
Yes. She cannot balance well right now.
I'll walk next to her and Razzle Dazzle.
That might not be enough. I'm sure she won't be able to keep herself on the horse.
Farrick, get on the horse, otherwise I'm going to have to tie her to it, and I think that's a little bit too undignified.
Okay. I'll carefully get on the horse behind that I said to, like, hold her up.
Honestly, the amount of magic she took to be able to even see the things she's currently seeing is worrisome.
So helpful. Onwards.
Onwards! Alright, so you guys continue
Onwards.
onwards. You journey again through the trees. They get narrower quite a lot of the time. There's no distinct pathways. Varric, you remember this as well. You have to make your own way, and it's very hard. Even looking back, you can't see footprints or anything you've left in the dirt and mud as you're moving through. You wind your way for, again, what feels like any combination of minutes or hours, seeming to be heading in a straight direction, but occasionally weaving in and out of trees where they get too narrow to pass between. Again, this endless dark grey cloud hovers just around the tops of the trees, making the light quite dim. The trees themselves dark bark, dark leaves, dark twigs. Creatures you can hear, strange bird song, some of it sounding cheerful and inviting, some of it sounding hollow and distant. You can hear creatures and footsteps and things in the distance, but nothing seems to approach you as you're moving through. Yes, we do need fan art of this. And Ragnar is bringing up the rear of the party, making sure no one's left behind. Ah. Okay, so we need fan art of Varric holding on to Arissa, and we need fan art of the Theratas marching alongside. We need fan art of everything. Just fan art, everything.
Can someone just animate our entire adventures?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like, as a suggestion, we should make a channel in the Discord and maybe put like timestamps for the videos for like specific things we want for like future birthdays and that. Not that. Yeah,
I mean, my birthday is coming up in April.
that is true.
The DM's birthday is in March.
Ooh.
Give me offerings and I will spare you.
Right away.
You have to give me your address so I can send you a present.
Ooh. Okay, well, not on live YouTube. Okay, so moving forwards, Arissa, you managed to keep following the dust, and it leads you into a very, very strange place. All noise ceases. You can hear no bird song. You can hear no wind in the trees. You can feel some against the back of your necks, but you can't hear it. You can hear yourselves breathing. You can hear the clip-clop of the horse's hooves. You can hear the boar. And you can hear the bear in Arissa's little sling thing occasionally yawning as it sits there. And you can hear the Theratas clang, 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 clang as he walks on. But everything else has stopped. And you find yourselves looking at a vast lake. The lake's waters are dark and mirrored on top. You cannot tell how far down and deep they go. It's in a huge, huge clearing. This lake. The lake is vast, and it is almost perfectly circular. the mist hangs lower here, and you can't even see the tops of the trees. The mist hangs all the way up into the sky and over like a dome arching this place. And can you all do me a perception check, please?
Oh, my dice is so bad today.
Okay, at least that
I'm
helps.
still sad.
Just double
I
check.
got a 4.
Aw,
I got a
I'm
4
still
as
very
well.
sad.
turned into 50.
Frankly, I'm proud of my 5.
Lucky 7.
Oh,
Yes,
Arissa,
that's a
it's
pretty
too
high.
green! Okay, so 15 so far being the highest one. So
Everything
Varric!
is- Yes?
Varric. I'll come back to you in a moment. Everybody else.
Denied.
The surface of the lake does not ripple. It does not stir. Even the waters that are coming up to the edges, they don't lap or anything. It's like one huge, smooth, dark mirror. It's huge, and to walk around it, you can tell would take at least an hour. It's huge and circular, and as you peer through the mist, you can see strange white shapes that seem to be gliding about on the surface. They look pale and white, and most of you think of swans or birds of some kind, although they seem quite large, almost maybe human-shaped, but hunched like they're sort of gliding. Varric, you notice a huge hulking figure stood right by the water's edge, about halfway round from you.
Wait, could you repeat that? The sound cut out.
Varric, you see a rather large hulking figure stood right by the edge of the water about halfway round from you.
Is it what I think it is?
I don't know, what do you think it is?
Right,
Well,
right.
there's one large hulking figure that Varric thinks about in the...
What large hulking figures does Varric think about?
Owlbear!
Give me a... you can do a nature check to see if it's an owlbear.
Nice. And considering I think it's an owlbear, would it count as my favorite enemy, so the advantage on this perception?
Sure, why
Or
not?
on this nature?
Sure.
Nice. That's... Oh, nature is intelligence-based. Seeing as I'm not the smartest member in the group. Yeah, that's 17 total.
Cataratus feels slightly triggered.
I'm sure.
Sudden silence is terrifying.
What was your roll, sorry?
17 total.
Sorry, my thing is stuck. It didn't scroll all the way down past all the wonderful owlbear pictures that you're now sending. Okay.
I like the cute face on that second to last one. Bloody
Yeah,
claws.
bloody claws and a cute little face. It is not an owlbear.
Do I have any idea what it might be?
It looks like it might be some sort of orc or Goliath, maybe.
Whoa.
Oh dear. I have no idea why I
What
would
I'm
have
gonna do is
scared,
I'm
but we're
gonna
scared.
whisper for everybody to stay where they are, very silently so. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk over.
Okay.
I'm not
Nice
attempting
move.
to hide yet.
Okay.
I suggest the party does.
Have you cast Pass Without a Trace on everyone except yourself then?
No, I cast it on me, but I can still not decide not to hide yet.
Okay, that's fine. So,
I just have the boost active for the second I need to use my hiding abilities.
Okay, so where are you walking to?
I'm moving towards the orc Goliath thing. No weapon in my hand yet,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask it in common. Are you okay?
You do not get a response. The creature does turn its head at the noise.
I'm going to repeat the question, but now in Sylvan.
Again, just moves its head a little when it hears the noise. Doesn't respond to you. Its head turns back to where it was looking.
Rosie, can I
Yes.
ask you a question about a cantrip?
Sure.
The cantrip message, does the other person need to understand the language that I say the message in for him to understand what it means?
I'm going to go with no. Because
So
it's
if I were
more
to...
fun.
So in that case, I'm going to cast a cantrip message on him,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, hey, are you okay?
You get no response. How close are you to the thing right now?
I've been consistently but slowly moving closer. So it's say about halfway between the group and it.
Okay. Do me another perception check.
Another perception check.
Yes.
That's better. Say 16 plus 8 is 24.
Okay. You can now tell that this being is a very tall, what looks like half orc, male, wearing the sort of armour and weaponry that makes it look like a barbarian. And it is undead.
Oh.
It is currently standing with its back to the lake, and it is staring out fixedly through the trees.
I'm gonna slowly move back because it's bigger than me, tougher than me, and I'm somewhat terrified, and I tried talking to it, it didn't work.
Mm.
I'm gonna use my Mask of the Wild to hide.
So from the
Okay.
rest of the group's perspective, you just vanish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to roll for it to see how well I hide.
Okay.
It
go
might
for
still
it.
be that I accidentally hug him, but
I
I get
wouldn't be
advantage
surprised.
on it. I'm glad I got advantage because one of them was a nat 1.
Wow.
The other's an 11, but I have my pass without trace and my stealth boost still, so that's 22, 32.
Okay. You're fine.
Okay, I'll move back to the group. I'll say something like a whispered, hey, and then I'll appear again. Like, I'll drop my hiding, and I'll just say, I suggest we're going to move around this thing. That's an undead half-orc.
And what's it doing?
Second you say that, Vitharitus is...
He's gonna what? Sorry? You got cut off.
As soon as the word undead gets said, Vitharitus is going to march off towards it.
Triggered.
I'm gonna hold on to Verti's cloak, trying to stop him as like an anchor. My feet in the ground.
Okay, Varric and Vitheritas, do me a strength check each, please.
Annabelle is just finding these all very funny.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
What's my strength bonus? Alright.
For Christ's sake.
Well, that's a nat 1 for you, Varric. and a 22 for the paladin. So you guys watch as Varric is now pulled along the ground, holding onto the back of Vitheratas' cloak as he storms off around the edge of the lake.
Can I place a shield around him to keep him in place?
Sure, Vitheratas, do me another strength check, please.
Is that shield gonna like impale me or something?
No, it's just going to. Your arm is going to be in the middle, and you're going to feel shocked, but nothing else.
Seeing as
That'd be
Hannah
11.
terrifies me, I'll let go the second the shield appears.
So 11 on the second
point.
strength check.
Okay, the shield does sort of stop you where you stand. You feel a weight on the back of your cloak disappear. Varric, the shield has sort of singed you a little bit. Not done any damage, but you are now free of the cloak and you're lying on your back on the ground. Bit muddy, bit dirty. Vitheratas, there's like a shield, sort of shield magic wall in place that's keeping you from moving forwards.
No, let's not get over our heads. Calm down. Let's talk this out before you fight this thing. You're not me. You can die.
And that is an abomination.
Yes, but someone else can deal with the abomination. We have a pregnant lady.
I have sworn an oath,
Irissa waves.
and I
Yes?
have a duty.
Should I let him go and kill himself? Come. She looks at the group. She has her hand out and it's shaking as she keeps it up. She's been using a lot of magic.
Varric waves so Arissa won't feel ignored. Aww.
It was more like the hello, pregnant lady here. That's me.
Varric misinterpreted and waves anyway.
Varric would misinterpret that.
You silly cinnamon roll.
Okay, so Vitheratas, you have a shield.
Will any of you help me? You're good with words. I'm good with not words.
If Vitheratas means to attack and destroy this undead creature because of the oath that he has sworn, I sympathize with that, and even though ultimately it is his choice, but it is a poor decision to attack it, but if he does attack it, I will join him.
Of course, family won't be left behind, but probably it's better not to attack it right now.
Vitheratas will turn and
Put
look
him
at
on
Arissa.
conscience if you will allow me.
Vitheratas looks at Arissa and goes, "Where does the trail lead?"
Where does the trail lead?
Well, Arissa, the dust trail leads right towards around the circle of the lake. It goes sort of around and collects nearby this creature of undead that's standing there, and it stops. And there's a huge ball of dust, like you have seen before around shards, gathering and just existing in the air. And it is around almost the dead centre of the lake, which you will notice, especially if she points out where it is directly in line with where the big creature is standing.
It's in the lake.
It looks like it is in the lake.
So Vitheratas is going to look at the rest of them and go, "So you intend to swim into that lake with that undead just waiting there on the beach for you to come back out?"
Hey,
That's an even more stupid idea.
He seems pretty
I can
chill.
fly out of the water.
He seems pretty chill. I could make friends.
I say we take the
No.
undead.
In that case, I'm gonna look at Hannah and I'm gonna say, release him. 30 kill.
Yes, I'm going to use the pig story.
Have you
Annabelle
written
simply
that yet?
sighs and waves her hand and the shield disappears.
Bitch, I have prefect things to do. I can't be writing no pig story.
By the way, Arissa, the shield you have around you will keep you in place, so yeah.
Arissa just waves frustratedly like, well, I'm in a shield again. My
I'm just going
guys.
to lean forward on my horse and have a nap.
Wise decision, my child.
Bless her. When she's stuck in there, it's like, do I knit? Do I nap?
Roll a dice.
Okay. So currently, is it Ragnar and Betheritas who are heading round?
I'll follow as well if I've realised that
Okay.
like we have to get the shard. So
I will stand behind to protect Arissa. If the thing comes near us, she will attack.
Okay. Okay, so those of you who are going, you've had it pointed out to you where the shard is, right in the centre of the lake. What would you like to do? Where would you like to start? Where would you like to go?
I'd like to fly up.
Say that again. Oh, fly up. Yes, you can do. You get about 10 feet into the air, though, and then it becomes really hard to move. It's like difficult terrain more than 10 feet up because the mist hangs that low, and it's almost like thick air, and it makes it really hard to flap your wings, so you can't get too high up in the air.
So,
As soon as... Oh, you first.
so I was about to say, how many people are coming with Vitharitus?
I will.
me.
All right,
And my axe!
so
Sorry.
So that's Verti, Apricity, Ragnar, and Varric.
Yep.
Ragnar's going to suggest to those that aren't joining that if they make straight for what we need to go for, and we can keep the undead bastard occupied.
I'm sorry, can you rephrase that?
Basically, if you're not coming with to murder dead orc, then please go and collect whatever needs to be collected.
Annabelle will just stare at him and... You want me to touch the magical thing?
I want you to. Okay, maybe not you precisely, but I would appreciate it, Lady Hannibal, if you were to assist your comrades. For the sooner that we collect what we need, the quicker that we can leave, and the quicker Arissa and the child are safe.
You want me to bring a pregnant lady inside a lake that can probably kill us?
No, I want you to cooperate, please. And he will say it in that tone of voice.
Please cooperate, please. I'm begging you, please.
Apricity snort laughs in the background.
Apricity, since you are laughing, can you please get the shard? I can get it, but I may not give it back.
How far out is it from where we are right now, do you reckon? Like, is it a long way out into the lake?
It is dead center. The lake itself. One sec. The
It was
lake,
pretty big, right?
yeah, it's almost perfectly circular. It is a good. To get to the middle is a good 120 feet. So it's about 240, 250 all the way across.
Yeah. Hey, Varric. Oh, is he flying up as he come back?
I'm only like less than 10 feet up.
Hey, Varric.
Yeah?
I've got Mage Hand. What if we tried to scoop this shard out of the water, but without getting too close to the bad guy?
That's a good idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly lower, grab the gnome, and fly up again towards the middle of the lake.
Should we send the others to create a distraction?
Yes. You know what?
I would.
We'll just tell Verti, like, as we're flying away, I'll just shout over my shoulder, "Go have some fun."
Yes.
I would like to cast protection from evil on Varric, since he's the one that's going to be flying. Just so he has that little bit more protection.
Thank you.
Okay.
And as soon as we are within 120 feet of Undead Orc, I'm shooting my first spell. But of course, other people can do things before then and carry on and such.
Yeah, what I think is that Gnome and me will fly back to the middle of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And just steal the magical artifact.
That's what I would like. Yeah. I thought I made sense too.
Okay, so let me just write this out.
So my mage hand has a 30-foot doodah.
Right, so I'm writing this out. Right, so at creature. So currently where it's standing, Varric, are you going to fly out and try and take the shard?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got Varric flying to the shard, Arissa,
Sleeping.
and Hannah.
Annabelle's just standing around.
Stood watching. Cool. / cheering him on. And the other ones we have Betty and Ragnar and Apricity. Okay. Are you walking up with your weapons drawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Pythagoras has definitely got his weapons out.
Okay. In which case, you guys get a free round of attack as essentially a surprise round. So roll me your initiative, and you can go in that order, and then, or unless you'd like to coordinate between yourselves, who would like to go first, and then roll initiative for later.
Oh,
I think since Ragnar's using a ranged attack first.
actually, in that case, it would be best to just all go ham at once.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Flanking.
Alrighty. Okay, in which case, roll me your initiative, and I will get you into initiative mode later. But for now, you can all go at the same time.
No, that was actually a decent initiative.
Okay. And initiative from Apricity.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were doing initiative.
That's okay.
Ooh. Rolling.
Have you beat an 8 or a 14?
I rolled a 17, that makes it 19.
Okay, awesome. Alright, so you're all going together. What would you like to do? I will start with Apricity, but in no particular order.
I rolled as well, Rosie.
Oh, cool. Are you going to attack it first and then fly out?
I'm carrying Apricity as I fly away.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be able to attack yet, but I thought I'd roll so that as soon as I have the chance to attack, I can.
That is fine. All right, cool. So, and you're first anyway, which is good because that means you can fly her over to where she needs to be and do yours as well. So, Varric, seeing as you're first anyway, and you said you're flying her over, you start to fly because you would get there first anyway. You drop Apricity. What are you doing?
No, I'm carrying Apricity towards the middle of the lake so that she can grab the thing with her mage hand.
Okay. In which case,
Right? That
you
was
two,
the plan, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought the plan was.
Yep, that is fine. In which case, you two, I will do second. So, Vitheritas and Ragnar. Vitheritas and Ragnar, you get to do your attacks. What would you like to do?
Vitheritas is going to charge in. He is going to utter a vow of enmity at the undead creature in front of him, which will give him a minute's worth of advantage on attack rolls. And then he's going to lay into it with his...
Awesome. Roll attack, etc., etc., etc.
Rightio. So that is a 21 and... Oh, hang on. Sorry. Maths. That is more than a 21. I think that's a 16 plus 9. That's a 25 and a 15.
Okay. The 25 will definitely hit.
Right,
And was it 15, the other one?
Yep.
Okay, the 15 will not.
That's alright.
I have to make sure I've added on my other stats for under.
And let me just look. One.
Okay.
Damn it. Why can't I find Divine Smite?
I can get it up if you want.
There we go. I am going to drop a single Divine Smite on top of his attack, which is 2d8. And his mole does 2d6 plus 3d8. I do not have enough d8s for this. That's right.
I can roll extra if you want.
So that's the standard damage. That's and then it was 3d8. That's 20 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And that is plus 7, 12 points of normal damage.
Okay, so total is 27.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Alright. Noted. And are you doing anything else, or are we jumping to Varik?
I will actually re-roll that missed attack because I realized I used Vow of Enmity. Attack roll on advantage.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
That one will just be a regular attack. Back to 2d6 and 3d8. That will be 12 points of normal damage and 20
normal, yeah.
of radiant.
And 20 of radiant.
Yep.
Nice. God damn. All right. Awesome. Ragnar, what would y'all like to do?
Ragnar. Ducky.
Oh no, the ice cream got him.
I just said so much shit, and I was like, it was dope, and like it was the best described thing you'd ever heard, and I was muted.
I'm doing the one.
Well, repeat it.
So, right, so Ragnar is going to unsheath his sword as fire sparks to life around it, and he's going to first off point the blade at the enemy, and spending 2 sorcery points to cast Scorching Ray as a bonus action. And he's going to cast it at 3rd level to cast 4 rays of fire straight at that motherfucker.
Okay. I love that he hasn't even attacked you guys and you're calling him a motherfucker. Like, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, Narissa wanted to make friends.
Yeah, y'all should listen to the pregnant lady. Do your damage for me, please.
Oh, is it auto hit because surprise round or?
Oh, you can roll. Sorry, yes, you can roll for your hit. Sorry.
Okay.
I got overexcited by the amount of damage that Veritas did.
Those are the rolls.
Where they be? Sorry, I'm on 3 things. Okay, the 19 and the 21 will hit.
Okay, so that's 4d6 fire damage.
Excellent.
Which is gonna be, I can count really well. That's a lie, to clarify. That's 12 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And as those rays hit into the enemy, he is going to then get into the range for his melee attacks with his rapier, and he's going to go straight for the chest of this twat.
Poor guy. Sure, roll me your attack.
The first is a not natural 20.
Yep, that will hit. Varric, can you please let me know what your flying speed is? Carry on,
60.
Ragnar. Okay.
First damage is 4.
Okay, every little helps.
And then his next attack is a natural 20.
Hey, that will hit.
Nice.
And you do double damage on that one. So if you're adding proficiencies or anything, add those afterwards. Double the dice roll, and then add the proficiency on top.
Okie dokie. So that is... Oh! I rolled an 8 as well. So that's 16 plus 3. So that is 19.
Math.
Would I be able to dump a Divine Smite on that as well?
Yes. Ah,
Then I'm gonna do that.
sorry, pen flew out of my hand at me. Carry on. Yes, Divine Smite, add it on. What were you on so far?
That was a 19 from that roll.
19. Cool.
And that is 9 extra radiant damage.
9 extra. Nice. Okay. Okay. The creature, undead barbarian half-orc, having taken all of this, is making strange noises and is ready to attack you back. Meanwhile, Varric, your flight speed was 60, so you have made it halfway towards the spot that's right in the center. Could you please do me a perception check? And Pricity, you can do one too.
I am so glad she got a chance as well.
Oh, and she rolled a natural 20.
I am extremely glad
Yeah,
that she
everyone's
got a
on a
chance
roll.
as well.
Okay. Oh, Varric got a 10. You are so distracted by Arissa right now. Okay, so the two of you moving out across the lake. Varric, you are concentrating on focusing on the exact spot Arissa described and pointed out to you. Pretty much exact middle of this lake. It's really hard to tell because the waters are so still and black and inky. And looking down, you can sort of see your own distorted reflections as you hover across the surface. The fog hangs really low, which means to be able to see where you're going, you have to almost touch the water with your feet, Apricity, as you're going past. Varric, you don't see anything. You're fixed on the point. But Apricity, you see. Yes, you should have put Arissa's goggles on. Apricity, you see a ghostly white shape in the water about 3 feet away from you. Apricity and Varric, could you both do me a dexterity check?
Check or save?
Check.
That's where the thing that I'm good at comes back in.
19 for me.
Okay. Varric, you managed to swerve as this white creature you hadn't spotted before. You possibly hear Apricity, feel Apricity sort of tug on you or tap you as you suddenly see this creature float towards you. I'm going to put up a picture in a second. Apricity, you don't quite manage to dodge out of the way as it glides towards you, and you feel feathers brush just the side of your leg. I'm going to need you to please make a Constitution save.
Uh-oh. Oh shit, I rolled 2.
Oh dear.
Giddy.
Okay.
3.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay. Find all me dice. Right. Apricity.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, so much uh-oh.
Apricity, you take 19 points of psychic damage.
Whoa!
Oh crap.
Ouchie, 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 ouchie. Can I shout up to Varric?
Yes?
Yes.
Motherfucker got me!
I'm trying to fly a little bit higher, but obviously, as you said, I can't see there, so... How would that happen? Rosie.
Say that last bit again. Sorry, I'm on 3 different screens.
How would it happen if I'm trying to fly higher?
Okay.
But obviously, as you said, we couldn't see well there.
Okay. You would have to be flying all the way up into this dark cloud, which means you wouldn't be able to tell which way you were going. And particularly with the effect of this forest, you would probably find yourself spinning about. You, Varric, would know this simply because you've been here a lot. You have never seen this lake. Ooh! Varric! Do me a history check with advantage.
Oh.
Oh
I might
dear.
have seen this lake, I think. Nat 20.
Okay. You have never seen this lake before, but you have heard of it. It is called the Great Black Lake. Funnily enough. The Great Black Lake. It is rumoured to be inhabited by ghostly bird-like creatures who do not take kindly to visitors. It is rumoured, along with the forest itself, that many who manage to stumble their way upon it do not return, or return never the same again. And there are also rumours that any who have dared try to touch the bird-like ghost creatures have found themselves distorted forevermore in hideous creature-like forms, with gnarled things growing out of their skin in every direction.
Seeing as she just yelled, "Motherfucker got me," and I now realize this, I'm gonna look at her slightly horrified. Do I see anything different?
Do a perception check.
19.
Yes. Apricity, what sort of armor do you wear on your arms? What sort of outfit?
So like archery bracer on one arm, and kind of leather padded shoulders that would stretch down a little bit onto sleeves, but not cover the full arm.
Okay, so you've got some skin showing.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, like clothing.
Yeah. Okay. Varric, on the bits of skin on her arms you can see, and Apristi, you now notice this yourself. Tiny black spike-looking things have started to poke out of your skin and are very slowly growing, like by millimeters at a time. It's almost like you're growing hair, only it's a bit thicker and more sporadic.
Varric.
Yes, I'm thinking. What's that? What should we do? Help!
And on that note, I'm going to call the session there.
I was about to move forward. Okay.
Hold on to everything you're planning to do for next time, because it is getting closer to midnight and everybody has to go to bed and go to work and do many, many, many things.
Yeah.
So I'll put in here, Annabelle about to move forward. And we shall know where we left off. Marvellous. Okay, so I'm planning to panic. Start the next session. Panic! Yeah.
I'm going to start thrashing around and freaking out next session.
Type it. I've pinned
In the
mine so that
meantime,
we can
Aris
find
is still
it.
asleep.
Yeah.
I can't pin it.
That's fine, we can read it next time.
I am going to put a picture of the creatures on
Solved
the
it.
recording.
I destroyed a previous pin.
So anyone who watches the recording all the way to the end will get a look at what the creatures look like. And you lot will just have to wait.
Oh my god.
Dun dun dun.
In the meantime, everybody say tattoo bear to the recording.
Tatty
Bye.
Bye!